Go ahead whenever you're ready. So today I would like to draw a truck from the side, really simple. And this is a really great thing to learn how to draw, because once you know how to draw one type of car, you really know how to draw any type of car. And you can make it futuristic, or you can make it look really old-fashioned. There's just a whole lot of things that you can do about it. It's just kind of about knowing how to draw from the ground up, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use the dots to start by giving myself kind of a ground line, just to help me out a little bit. And then the next thing that I'm gonna draw are the wheels. And we're gonna literally draw from the very bottom of the truck to the very top of the truck. I'm gonna use the dots to help me make sure that my circle is nice and round. So my circles are gonna touch 4 dots, and I'm just gonna start with a basic circle shape and nothing else. I can go back in and add details later. I just wanna get the basics done. The next thing I'm gonna do is give myself the bottom of my truck, and I'm gonna stop right before I get to the wheels, because you know that you don't want your truck to, like the body of your truck, to touch the wheels. Otherwise you're gonna have some major problems. And then I'm gonna make a nice hump that goes over it on both sides. The next thing that I wanna do, my truck is gonna face this way, so towards the right. I don't know my right from my left, guys, and I never have. So the front of my truck is going to be shorter, and the back of my truck is going to be longer, because I want a nice big bed. And I'm going to make kind of a rounded top so that it's not quite so boxy. So small curves. And I'm going to stop right behind the wheel, and then leave the top open for a minute. Okay. So like I said, the back of my truck is going to be a little bit longer. And I'm going to use my dots to make sure that the back of my truck is as tall as the front of my truck. So now I've got the front, the back, the wheels, and now I've got to make the body of my truck, which is where you all sit, right? So the windshield is actually tilted. It's not straight up and down, it's tilted. So I'm going to tilt my windshield this way, and then give myself some space to sit, and then cut her off right there, and then finish up the back of my truck. So now I have my outline. And then now's the fun part. Now I get to add some details. So I'm gonna add headlights so we can see in the dark, and a front bumper so that we're safe. And I might color that in so that it's a little bit easier to see. And then I'm gonna do a little back bumper too. And you could add little tail lights if you want to. And then my dad's truck has a darker portion at the top of the truck bed. So I'm gonna include that in there. And then there's gotta be a line so that I know where the door is, right? And the whole side of the truck doesn't come off. So I'm going to make that part smaller, just on the inside. And I definitely want to be able to see outside. So I want to make a window. And one thing that I like to do to make it look like there's a window is I could either make it look like it's come partially down, or I can put a little squiggle in it to look like a reflection. I think I'm going to do both, just so that it's easier to see. There we go. And then I can make the inside of my truck cab darker. And then now's the time to add more details. I could add racing stripes to the side of my truck and color those in a different color maybe. I'm gonna add some more details to around the wheels, and then I can make my wheels actually look like real wheels and not just circles, because right now they kind of just look like plain old circles, and that's boring. So I can add hubcaps. This is really pushing the bounds of my truck knowledge right now, just so you guys know. You probably know way more about trucks than I do. And I don't know, maybe my truck has a little doggy in it. So I'm gonna put a little doggy poking its head out the top. You can just always keep going and add more and more and more details. And I always get carried away with that part. But that's the basics. Oh, I need a handle so I can get in my door. Just joking. Okay, so that's the basics of how to draw your truck. You can change it however you want. You can make the truck bed longer. You can make it a completely different shape. You can always color it in. You can add details. There are so many things that you can add to this drawing, but this is a great place to start.